Rainfall is measured in terms of the vertical depth of water, that is, the water which would remain at any location without evaporating or infiltrating inside the ground. So, if this water were to remain for 24 hours, that is the centimeter or height of the rainfall which has occurred over the past 24 hours. This is how rainfall is measured, and the unit is centimeters or or meters. Okay, and how to measure it? It is done using devices which are very commonly known as rain gauges. Okay, now the rainfall variability is a fact. Rainfall varies at every different, even within a small area, say uh, 25 kilometers square, rainfall will be different at every corner depending on the clouds which are traveling. So the best way to get the best probability or measurement of the accuracy of rainfall which has occurred will be to evenly distribute the rainfall, the rain gauge, this device at equidistant points, that is equal points from each other, and we have to optimize the rain gauge network, the number of rain gauges which will be required to get the best possible representative of the actual rainfall which has occurred. Okay, for that, rain gauges are of two types now. Is one is a non-recording type, in which we are only going to measure the rainfall, we only going to collect the rainfall, we will not measure it. For measuring, you will use standard measuring glasses. And the second type is the self-recording type, the automatic recording type. We don't need to manually take out the bottles from the rain gauge. We'll see the construction soon, and we don't need to manually take it out and measure. Directly it will tell us the reading. So that is the self-recording or the automatic recording type. So talking about firstly the non-recording type rain gauges, there are two types. One is the Simon's gauge and another is the standard non-recording rain gauge. Now Simon's has been used in India till 1969, which was brought by the British, this technology. And since 1969, like post independence, the Indian Meteorological Department has developed or given some improvements to the Simon's rain gauge, and that is what has been used since 1969, and it was developed with with the help of the ISI, the Indian Standard Institution also. So you'll find it in all the IS codes, how to uh, design, say how to, what are the specifications you can find. Okay, so we'll look at Simon's first, then we'll go to the standard non-recording rain gauge. So please remember, we are only going to collect the rainfall data, and we'll measure it separately using a standard measuring glass. Okay, and each of these rain gauges, they are measured. Observation is taken daily at 8:30 a.m. Okay, so we look at the construction first, then we'll come to the IS codes now. So when we talk about Simon's, you can see there is a metal casing here. This metal casing has a rim, okay, 127 mm at the top, and the base is expanded at 203 mm. This is usually fixed inside this concrete block. This concrete block is 600 by 600 by 600 mm. That is below the ground level, and inside is one glass bottle inside the Simon's rain gauge, and a flask. Is a relatively shallow flask which is kept, it is to intercept the rainfall and direct it inside the bottle. Okay, so overall if you see above the ground level, around 50 plus 50 plus 200, like 300 4 305 mm something will supposed to be the top rim from the ground level, the distance. Okay, so what will happen when the rainfall is occurring? The It is intercepted by this funnel and directed into the glass bottle. Then every morning at 8:30 a.m. you want the 24-hour rainfall data. The operator has to be present manually at the site. He will take out this bottle, and with the help of standard measuring glasses, he will measure the rainfall in mm or centimeter which has occurred. So naturally the question that occurs is, what will happen if this bottle is filled in the 24-hour duration? Rainfall was too heavy and it has exceeded the capacity of this glass bottle. So naturally, in between the 24-hour duration, whenever the rainfall expected to go above this bottle, the bottle has to be replaced and measured again. So that is a procedure for the non-recording rain gauge. Okay. The IMD and ISI have developed or given some modification to the Simon's rain gauge. We look at what they are, and they have called it the standard non-recording rain gauge. Now this is the most commonly used non-recording rain gauge since 69, and every rain gauge even today, some say 10 to 20% of the rain gauges will be standard non-recording rain gauges, even if others are automatic self-recording. That is to check the viability of our readings, to cross verify whether the rain gauges are working correctly. Okay. So again, there is a, for the standard non-recording, there is a collector, a base. Okay. They are made, only the material has been changed here. That is one difference, that they are made of now fiberglass reinforced polyester. Okay. Another difference compared to the Simon's gauge is the glass bottle is made of uh, plastic here. It is not made of glass, and the funnel is quite deep seated. Like, it is not so shallow, it is deep. Can you look at the funnel? It is set very deep inside the plus. And another, say, to distinguish from appearance, you can tell that it has a tapering appearance. The aperture, the top rim is narrower and the base is much wider. Okay, can you see this? So this is how to identify the standard non-recording rain gauge, and these collector bays are linked together, interlinked with the help of these locking rings. You can change the capacity of this bottle: 2 liters, 4 liters, 10 liters. Again, if you the rainfall expected is greater than these, then these bottles have to be taken out. They have to be replaced, and with the help of the standard measuring glass, you are going to measure the rainfall in or centimeters. Correct. Now there are some IS codes which give the specifications of how to design these rain gauges. Say IS 5225-1992 gives the specification of the standard non-recording rain gauge. Okay, but the IS 4986-1990, it tells the specifications for installation of the non-recording type rain gauge. Okay, whereas IS 4849-1992 gives a specification of the measuring glass, like how the graduation should be in what should be the least count, how much accuracy is required based on that, and how to measure the lower meniscus, it will tell us. So these are the specifications of uh, these are some important IS codes to remember as far as our country is concerned, for the Simon's gauge and the standard non-recording rain gauge. Um, so I hope you are following. Uh, Thank you for joining. In the next video, we will discuss the automatic or self-recording rain gauges. Okay, there are three types in that also. So we'll see their construction and how they can be updated. What is the manual operation required in those? Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you.